Yo. And welcome back to the Black Podcasters Network. This is the Common Sense Experience. We're back for another exciting episode. This is Chuck. I'm here with my boys Amir and Pete. What's going down, fellas?
Mic check 1 2. What is this? What's goody?
What's going on, y'all, man? What's going out there? What's going on in the free world, baby?
Man, I can't call it, man. I'm just happy to be back for another show. We did the last show that came out last Friday. We were talking about the whole R. Kelly and Usher situation, talking about OJ shit. I'm just, happy to be back, man. And, that's it. Shit happens. It's been a busy, crazy summer. We just actually passed the 1 year mark since the show has been on the air.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a milestone, man. A lot of people when they do this podcast radio shit, man, they're in it for the long, for the short term, for the short haul. But this is something that we have a long vision for, especially with the BPN network and some of the visions we have for that, man. So I'm just glad to be here with y'all boys, man.
Absolutely,
no doubt
man.
about it, man. And my bad. Go ahead, Pete.
No. I was just gonna add on to it, like it's been a hell of a year. It's been rocky, but the important thing is, boys ain't stopped. You know what I mean? We had a couple timeouts, couple situations. Chuck sound like he's doing better. You know what I mean? Couple life shit happens, man.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as long as we know what the goal is and keep striving towards it, life shit ain't gonna stop us, man. So here's to a year and here's to plenty more after that, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Amir, take us away, pimp.
Not much to even add to that, though, man. Yeah, the last episode was funny as hell. It's funny. I want to think of that damn Dave Chappelle joint. Remember when he was when he had the different diseases as Muppets? The herpes.
Dave Chappelle, man. That dude's crazy.
Shout out to my man Usher for letting it burn. Geez, man. Fellas, this week we always got to start off, man. We got an Auntie Maxine alert.
Reclaiming my time.
I'm reclaiming my time. Gotta love Miss Maxine Waters, man. Auntie Maxine, man. What you gonna do, man?
You know what I hate, though? I know we got a show to get to. I'm sorry, man, but and before, let me throw my disclaimer out. I love the ladies, but why is it every time something like that, like Auntie Maxine says a hashtag or something like that, why do they gotta turn it against me? I don't know if boys seen it, but now you see a bunch of memes and shit, but niggas ain't shit. I'm reclaiming my time this time. Nah, nigga, you can't. It's like, come on, man.
Because women empowerment is means somehow either not having the man or demeaning the man or doing that, or basically not taking responsibility for the bad choices they made in their lives. Oops.
Right. I'm just saying, you know the nigga had 4 kids already, and you decided to be the 5th baby mama, and you not gonna put no blame on yourself at all.
Right.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is very interesting that you kind of mentioned that, Pete, though, because today's topics are kind of going to touch on various different issues, some that are kind of like go, I guess, to the extreme, I guess, to a degree. Some people might say that, though. And other ones that kind of just touch on other issues within that, though. So it's kind of interesting that you kind of bring up that aspect, though. But yeah, As soon as I saw her say "reclaiming my time," I knew that I knew they were right around the bend. I knew they were right around the bend, man. Speaking of bitch acidness, brother, I guess we have. I mean, we haven't traded him yet, though. But Ray Lewis, man.
Oh no, he gone. That nigga been
gone. Matter of fact, he's no longer classified as a brother.
And Shannon's been trying to save him. Shannon's been trying for a long time. They're good teammates. Yeah. They've been teammates and won together, whatever, though. And I think he really looks at Ray as kind of like a little brother. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause Shannon's about 49, almost 50. Ray Lewis, even though seems like he's older, he's only like 40, maybe 42, somewhere in that age range. So kind of looks at him as a little brother, though, man. But I think even Shannon's kind of like, dude,
yeah.
I forget, man. You gotta realize, first of all, he been gone since they acquitted him of that double murder and snitched on one of his peoples. But when he came, I don't know if y'all remember, you know, when Freddie was it the kid that died in Baltimore? That was Freddie Gray, right? I don't want to get misconstrued.
Yeah,
when he did that video about all this black on black crime shit right after that happened, it's like, really, dude?
Right.
He's been cooler than me, man. That motherfucker been out. We ain't traded him. We just dropped him. He's dropped.
Yeah, we don't want to trade him. We don't want to trade him because you know, decent. We don't want to have decent white people have to deal with.
We ain't gonna get a good pick for him.
Yeah, we could.
We ain't gonna get nobody good.
Yeah, we can't get nobody good. They're probably trying to give us like Carrot Top.
Come on, man. Fucking Andrew Dice Clay and shit.
Right. Here's Liza Minnelli, yeah. No, white people want to give it up Liza Minnelli.
Right.
Bad, but yeah, bad. So yeah, honestly, I don't know if you want to say something, Charles. Pete, you sound like you're through with him. I'm through with him. Chuck, is there anything on that conversation you want to speak on before we go ahead and get to these topics? I'm through with Ray Lewis. So.
Nah, stick a fork in him, man. That dude's done.
Yeah, man.
He has all this this motivational shit he put on YouTube. None of that shit means anything.
But it's very. You could tell that Ray Lewis, especially after the incident. I'm gonna get into the topics. I don't want to spend too much time on Ray Lewis. You could tell he's a guy that went ahead and studied the bullshit preachers because he talks just like them. But I'm so glad. Like I said, I love to see people like this get exposed. Same with Roland Martin, because the way they talk, you could kind of get the feeling like, okay, are they full of black people or are they just full of shit? But you're always on the fence. And then there you go. There goes Steve Harvey. There he goes. I see the Steve Harvey in you, nigga. All right, because I was fooling for a second. Because, Ray Lewis would come down, and everybody has to get this stuff together and stuff like this. And he'll have his passion and stuff like that. So you go, okay. It's like a dude that's got his life turned around, though, and nope, Creflo Dollar.
But you, like, I ain't gonna say shit about Ray after this, but you know why you were fooled in there? And I was fooled too. Don't get it twisted. We all were fooled.
Yeah, we were all
fooled. We were all fooled because understand something. You don't need too much rhetoric to motivate somebody on the football field. You know what I'm saying? We watching him motivate motherfuckers for football games. And it's like, oh, shit, yeah, I could do 10 push-ups right now just because Ray said, rise up, come face the challenges. You know what I'm saying? Saying all that good shit for football. But when they come to real life, when they come to really standing up for something, you can't watch the video, man. The man ran so many laps around the fucking question, he needed an asthma pump. Like, he didn't say shit, man. He literally said nothing. All he said was a bunch of, Skip, Shannon, I can't go into that right now. You understand? And I was waiting for greens, beans, tomatoes. Like, this motherfucker was not saying shit, man. And it was sad. It was like, wow. And all you can see in Shannon's face, like, damn, man, this hurts. Damn.
Like we lost.
You can tell though, Ray Lewis. Go ahead, Charles. I'm sorry.
No. I was gonna say, in Shannon's mind, he's thinking, "Damn, we lost one."
I mean, but you could see. But the thing about it is, though, Ray Lewis is also a big dude. So he's around most people. Even if you don't want to listen, most people are intimidated enough that they'll listen to him. Shannon Sharp ain't no small dude. No. So he know he gonna be able. You could tell Ray Lewis still looks at Shannon Sharp and goes, If it does go down, it's gonna be a battle.
Man,
you can tell. You can definitely tell, man. All right, but enough about the bitch ass that is Ray Lewis. I'm going to discuss another situation today about a guy that turned himself into a bitch. Speaking of the Bobby Valentino situation, slow down.
Goodness gracious. Come on, man.
Now, recently, I'm pretty sure everyone out there, I've heard Bobby Valentino and his situation. He was caught in a hotel with a person who was transsexual. So, you know what I'm saying, though, now, transgender, I don't know. Transsexual, transgender, I don't know. These fucking people come with a new fucking title that we're supposed to already know. We don't give a fuck. Trans.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, in a situation, people are kind of going on the fence. People are kind of saying, well, did he know? Did he not know? Or whatever, though. You know what I'm saying? Or something that he does or doesn't do. It's a guy in Atlanta. He was caught with a tranny. I'm thinking it wasn't his first time. I don't know. I don't know him personally. I don't know, you know, what happened. You know, that he could have been fooled. And what kind of brought me to this topic, though, outside of the sensationalism of the whole Bobby V getting caught or whatever, though, and the jokes, was that Little Duval was actually on the Breakfast Club. And they were kind of just asking him, and they were kind of just, you know, fooling around, whatever, though, asking questions or whatever, though. And Envy asked him, you know what I'm saying, though, what happened if you got caught with a chick, or you found out that a chick that she was messing with was a dude? He was like, that wouldn't happen to me or whatever, though. And he said, we've got sex. And he said, we ain't having no sex or whatever, though.
Right.
And then then at one point in time, you know, he kind of said, you know, if that did happen, whatever, though, I'd kill her. You know what I'm saying? Or kill him, or, you know what I'm saying, however, whatever the quote-unquote appropriate title would be.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, that's a hate crime, and that's this and that. And he's like, wait a second, I'm talking about the singular person. I'm not talking about going out and just killing people for living their life. I'm talking about this person fooling me into thinking something, and then me reacting to this person. And it just kind of brought, like, it was just like, you know, this whole, you know, this uproar about him and all of this, though. And it's like, to me, it's like, you say you're in the LGBT community, which the T stands for transgender, transsexual, but then when someone makes a comment because you are a man that turned himself to a woman or a woman that turned himself to a man, you get offended. So you have this parade that says pride, which means you're proud, but then when someone says something about it, you say it's shaming, or you say it's bad or whatever, though. So, or you get offended or this and that, though. So I just kind of want to get your thoughts, like, on that whole situation, though. You know what I'm saying, though, and, you know, what are your thoughts?
Man, so, no, go ahead, Pete, my bad, man.
Nah, man, you go first.
It's like Pete got something to say.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, for me, that whole movement is still, in layman's terms, it's still not socially acceptable, right? People still talk about people who choose to live that lifestyle. So, on one hand, if that is the case for Bobby V, if he is dating or whatever with a transgender, and he's denying it. On one hand, he's saying, "Yeah, I'm for the movement," but then on the other hand, he's denying it. It's like, well, he's stuck in between those two worlds, like where it's still not socially acceptable. Like, people look at those people who choose that lifestyle as less of a person. You know, and being transparent, it took me a while to get to that level, right? I 100% don't agree with that, but I don't judge or disrespect those people that choose that lifestyle. Right. So, but again, for the majority of the world, or I would say here in the U.S., that lifestyle is still unacceptable. Especially the people who preach, religious folk who say, you know, anybody who's gay, transgender is going to hell. So with the backing of religion and the social unacceptableness, that's a new word, I guess. I can see why he's torn. You know, if that's what you want to do, be Bobby V, then hey, man, that's more power to you, right? And do you? But you know, don't on one hand say you are for the movement, but then deny it on the other hand, because now you're contradicting yourself. So pick one side or the other.
Look,
that was a very that was a good answer. I like that answer. Boy, you tread the line. Charles walked the line on that one, but you did give a good point. I mean, anybody out there, if I guess the point. live your truth. But I know my brother P here is about to go ahead and go ahead, Pete, man.
Hey man, Chuck, that's some beautiful media training, brother. I ain't there yet.
Chuck trying to get elected, baby.
I dig it. We may need that in the crew. So, but man, look, listen, man. As far as the Bobby Valentino situation, this is not the first, second, third, nor fourth time has Bobby Valentino been allegedly with transgender.
So he's the Mr. C of Atlanta. Okay.
Right, man. It's another video of him with a bunch of them, plus little Scrappies in the video as well.
What?
Little Scrappy.
Oh,
I mean, some you may can tell, some you may not can tell, but Shorty had hands like Shaquille O'Neal, so I mean, I don't know. But this is not Bobby Valentino's name been in there quite a lot. So I feel just go out if that's what it is, be you, bro. Just say what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But on the other hand, I swear to God, I feel like I'm living in the Matrix, bro. Like that Keanu Reeves movie was like real life. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like people follow whatever they're told to follow. Yeah. Now, if you listen to the whole Lil Duval Breakfast Club video, you would hear what he was saying in content. Instead of listening to the chopped fucking version, you know what I'm saying? And you would hear the whole thing. And if you really feel away, then you would take it offensive. But if you understand how the world works and how sometimes people think differently than you, then you understand what he was saying. They asked him what would happen if he was in that Bobby Valentino situation. He's like, I wouldn't be in that situation. I'd be gay. I wouldn't be in that situation. He said, what happened if it happened and you were and then they told you after the fact? He's like, I might kill her. I might kill him. I don't know. Like, you didn't give me the option to choose it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And technically, nobody's saying he's right for saying it. But since when does the truth always have to be right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit makes no sense to me how y'all go hire for this shit. Y'all see Charlamagne get interviewed by somebody and then there's a boycott because Charlamagne laughed at what a comedian Lil Duval said on his radio show. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, if y'all mad at that, thank God Richard Pryor gone. Because it's like, it's just crazy to me how some folks can't think for themselves. Like, man, fuck who you gonna fuck, bruh. It is what it is. Everybody got their own opinion. But my thing is, why is it a problem if you yourself don't like that situation? Like, I feel like being heterosexual is damn near about to be the minority in this situation. Because it's just all this nonsense, and I feel like it's distracting us from what the fuck going on. And I ain't gonna get in too deep. I know how I go, man, with this conspiracy shit and all this distraction shit. Because at the end of the day, people's gonna feel how they feel. I mean, they still not. You said Chuck earlier. You said it's not really accepted in the social light or whatever. Shit, we black motherfuckers still ain't accepted.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So like, what makes you think you gonna? And don't forget you black first, fam.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I don't understand. Maybe it's just me. Before whatever your sexuality is, you black. They looking at you skin first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So why are we more concentrated on not fighting for this but fighting for that? Or why is it shit not equally fighting against or fight for? But at the end of the day, I'm an ignorant on this, man. We living in a scary place where people can't think for themselves, bro. Everything ain't personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, on the flip side, y'all talking about Rob Kardashian, you see Black China get a fucking lawyer and shit for because Rob Kardashian put the news on social network that she sent him through text, and that's called something in California where it's like a sexual assault or something because you doing like sexual revenge or some shit like that.
Yeah.
How come y'all not saying the trainees did the same shit to Bobby Valentino? This nigga up here pulling his pants up trying to run away with shit. You know what I'm saying? How come y'all ain't saying that same shit about the trainee? You know what I'm saying? Cause like, what the fuck is you tripping for? Why is you recording this shit? Why you gotta call him out? Like, what the fuck? If this was anybody else, it would be an issue. But it's not the issue for that? That's not an issue? It's like, okay, it's not funny because Charlotte, they ran for the, I'm sorry. Charlamagne was getting interviewed. They ran up, disrupted the interview. It's not funny. Trey's getting killed, blah, blah, blah. It's not funny these cops was killing us either, right? Like, I mean, but motherfuckers still laugh at that. So, if you gonna treat it as it got to be part of society, then treat it around 180%, like the circle 180, whatever 360. I don't know. I set that math if I'm saying it right. You know what I'm saying? You can't it just can't be the bullshit matrix where, oh my God, he said something about this. How dare he? But on the other side, this shit is cool. I know I done ran up the minutes, but come on, man, it's scary.
It's like to me, and I loved both of y'all answers. I was just joking. I had to say something, but those are all great viewpoints, man. But it's like you have a feeling, and then you act on it, and then you make it seem like this is what it is. But we didn't wake up feeling black. We are. You were a man. That's what you were. You had a feeling. Because people want to make feelings now somehow reality. And then once they decide to act on it, look, I have a feeling sometimes like not punching some people in the face really fucking hard. Until I act on it, it's not yet. Yeah. Once you decide, once you have a feeling of something or whatever, and then you act upon it, people have a right to judge and to have their opinion on it. I mean, and my thing is for these people, it's like they want to be trans or whatever, though. But it's like, if you're so proud of it, why are you trying to hide it? Why are you hiding the fact that you were once a man or once a woman?
Yeah. And
if it's something you're really proud of, because it's the reason why they added a fucking T to the damn community. You're the T in the damn community.
Let me ask you this really quick. So, do y'all think it's the same thing as some of the black people who get their skin bleached, like Lil' Kim and Sammy Sosa? Is it like that they're ashamed of? Well, that has to be the reason. That's the only reason other reason why I see you somebody bleaching their skin from dark to light.
Person that changes
who
they are.
Who they are, yeah. It's like
ashamed of what you feel that God made. It's not a deformity for you to have a fucking penis or a vagina. I mean, if you got two and you happen to be a hermaphrodite, that's called that's a rarity. That's an abnormality. That's why it's abnormal not to have it. It's not abnormal for one person to have one sexual organ and be of that sex. So yeah, you obviously have some type of mental issue though, but it's still it's like they're making even if you don't think there's anything wrong in it, like you don't think there's anything wrong about you being a man, but you just want to be a woman or whatever though. Yeah. Even if you're not going off the premise that you hate yourself, it's still a feeling. It's not, you weren't born this way. You were born this way. I'm looking at you, motherfucker.
I see the baby picture, your little big hand. What are you talking about?
So, I mean, I'm just telling y'all, man, they about to add the letter P to that LGBTQ community very soon, and it won't be for penis or pussy. I'm just letting y'all know that. It'll be for pedophilia, and it'll be coming very soon.
Oh, yeah.
They now have children who are 5 years old going up to their fucking mothers telling them they want to be the opposite sex, and their parents are allowing them to get the surgery.
Yeah, man.
This is not a game.
You got motherfuckers saying you neither, dog. Like, I forgot what the word for it is. Like,
yeah, I heard about that.
I don't know. Androgynous. I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah, it's like
you talking about, wait, which word?
You got folks saying you're not a male or female. You're just I don't know.
I think you said it right.
Something.
Hydronous or some shit. I think you just said it.
Because it's a show called Billions, and this is actress it's like an actor in there. Like it's a chick, it's a woman, but you know what I mean. She won some award, but they called it something else. It's a specific word for it, but like you don't consider yourself no gender. It's just like, come on, man.
We're living in a world of chaos.
Well, if you notice on job applications, they're starting to put that. You put male, female, or I think other. Unknown or other, or some shit like that.
They used to do with nationalities, they have that now for your gender.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll put Komodo dragon.
I'll tell you, man, there's some sick people in power, man. There's some sick, diseased people in power, man. It's really sickening.
It's just like, man, it's just more shit. It's just more shit. It's like, the shit that killed me. Now, I don't know if it's me, but you're starting to see more, like, men, women pitting against each other and shit. Like, it's just like you see another distraction. It's just like, come on, my people, bro. Like, can we get our shit together, you know what I mean, and then bicker when we get on their level, or not even bicker at all, but it's just like, they give you something, man. It's like, what the fuck going on? It's R. Kelly shit again. Okay, he been doing this shit since '93, nigga. Like, he married a lady when she was 15. Like, what the fuck? Just transgender, this gay LGBT. I'm like, for real, still? Fucking 2017, bruh. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? You got Donald Trump talking shit at fucking police rallies like, yo, I told him it's okay not to be too nice when you put the hand on their hand and get in the car and shit. Nah, they just killed somebody and shit. Nah, whoop their ass. Pretty much he didn't say whoop their ass, but he just said, nah, don't be too lenient on them. It's like, for real, man. It's like, y'all worried about this shit, and you got the president saying this shit at a fucking police convention. And shout out to some of those police that did go against it and said what they had to say, but still, bro, it's just like bullshit, man. Sorry.
Speaking of distractions, the Amber Rose was.
Oh my God!
Was just not too recently. Just recently on. What's the name of the show? The Complex joint. What's it called again?
Everyday struggle.
Everyday struggle.
Everyday struggle. Yeah.
Boy, and it's an everyday struggle to try to go ahead and be a person that isn't with this bullshit, though. But Amber Rose was on there having a conversation, though, and obviously, Joe Budden was, trying his best to keep his composure on the show, though, and Amber Rose wasn't really, liking his responses or whatever, though, seemingly too much. And DJ Academics, he's a whole ass nigga. Let's just keep it all the way 100, though. He's gonna go whatever, though. He's not really gonna. He doesn't really have a spine. And then of course the girl in there, then Deska, right? It's her name, right?
Yeah.
And she was on there, and it seemed like she was like kind of going with the. No, seemingly she was going with the bullshit that Amber Rose was kind of spewing. And it's kind of interesting, Pete, that you talked about it, how we're black first and we're not this or whatever, though, because it was actually a young man who actually wrote had a video that he posted on YouTube, and he was talking about how black women want to get into this feminist movement, though, but the feminist movement, which we've all alluded to, isn't for y'all. It's actually against y'all, created by these people, though, people like Margaret Sanger and all these other people who are against You know what I'm saying, though? And then just seeing Amber Rose on there, and then he also spoke about how, it seems like that Amber Rose is actually promoting this to black women. You get what I'm saying? And she's not even black. I still know what the fuck Amber Rose is. And so, just to kind of get your guys' thoughts on it, what were your guys' thoughts on the whole Amber Rose joining? You know, obviously she spoke about the slut walk and how it's for this or whatever, though, and she's doing this for women empowerment and stuff like that, though. So what are kind of your thoughts on the interview itself, though, and just the idea of black women kind of taking on this whole feminist movement?
Yo, the best game never speak that much in no show, son. All she did was ask questions and stick to it. But on this show, yo, she went in. This shit was crazy. But no, all realness, so peep game. So, all right, boom. Amber Rose, women empowerment. We did see that. Slut stands for it's okay, for whatever. I don't know. But before that show, you were on another show. Nori, shout out to them. They got the Drink Champs. Nori and DJ ESN. And that show was recorded before Everyday Struggle, but it was just recently, the footage just recently came out. She from Philly, right? Amber Rose, woman empowerment lady, she from Philly. And women were shocked in Philly how pretty she was, because it's not a quote, and I'm quoting this. This is not a lot of pretty women in Philly. Like, what?
Okay.
Yo, let Charlamagne the guy say that shit, or I say that shit. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, what side of the fence are we playing on, man? And I love the ladies. I don't want no beef. No, we do. We can have a conversation, though. It's cool. But I just don't see it, man. And to me, I find it, she disrespecting women because she using it for a come up. You know what I'm saying? She using it for her to come up like that. At the end of the day, she ain't really about y'all. She ain't really for y'all. Yeah, I heard what you just said. And real talk, she wasn't that before all the, the extra Dr. Andrew Miami shit. She wasn't all that cracking either, man. To take float around, she looking like Alanis Morissette. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, come on, like, I don't get it, man. You can't use these people that in the fame for role models, bro, or whatever. Like, at the end of the day, they using y'all. So I just don't. And like you said, man, the feminist movement was never for them in the first place. Because if it was, they would be with Freddie Gray's mom, with Trayvon Martin's mom. You know what I'm saying? Philando Castillo's mom. They'd be out here marching with y'all, like, because they killing y'all sons. Well, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's just me. What do I know?
Yo, I don't know. Get back to
for real, she had the choker and shit. She had the overalls on. Come on, man. Like, Amber Rose was dirty for that. Like it's the internet now. They gonna put up a pic, Amber. They gonna find you before, you still bad, though. Don't get it twisted, but they gonna find the real you.
Yeah. I didn't. I didn't catch the interview, so I really can't say much on it. But just hearing some of the comments that she made, man, I don't know. For me personally, I think just look at who she's dated in the past, right? She was messing with Wiz Khalifa, and now she's messing with 21 Savage.
21.
And this dude's like 21, he's young, like 21, 22 years old. I think she could be going through an identity crisis, or she could be one of those people who's white, but she wishes she was black.
Apparently she's Italian and black, according to her. Her parents is black or some shit, and Italian in the blood, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I ain't see her parents. I never saw her parents.
Man, you Google pictures of her, man. Let her hair grow out. That shit's gonna be straight. Blonde straight.
I thought I was bullshit about Alanis Morissette. Like, check that pic out. She really looks like.
Yeah, man. Unless we see a picture of her parents, man, Amber Rose is white. But she's one of the people that wants to be black, right? So that's why she's dating all these black dudes, and she's coming on all these shows and saying some of the bullshit that she's saying, talking about there's no pretty girls in Philly. Like, come on, man. That's ridiculous for you even say that. So I don't know, man. It's I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to her. You know, it's one of them things like, damn, well, she's on this show saying this, on that show saying that. You know, she got pictures on the internet with her twat out, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, I mean, you still white. You know, you're not about the black struggle. So, what benefit do you have to the black community? None whatsoever.
She doesn't have an identity crisis. She's an opportunist, and
thank you.
She sees black people as a whole, as a community, and we've sell our culture so cheap as some mark-ass busters, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Remarks. And she knows she can go ahead and, get her ass implanted, get titties or whatever, though, face augmented or what have you, and, she can go ahead and she can pull these dudes, though. Even her whole explanation about how she was in a strip club was like, you sound like you went for the gusto, but you're no different than Black China. Well, you're friends with Black China. You can identify with Black China. Got Kanye though, but Kanye West was enough for her to knock her off. He had his white girl with a fat ass on his arm, and she was able to go ahead and receive fame out of that. She's talking like she's mad because this and that or whatever, though, because Kanye West came out with this, and bitch, shut up. Bitch, shut the fuck up. The reason why you are where you are is because of him. Ain't really because of Wiz. The biggest relationship still to this day is Kanye West. 21 Savage, really? Kanye West? There's no comparison. No fucking comparison. No fucking comparison. So, it's not an identity crisis. It's in no way, shape, form, or fashion an identity crisis. Ray Lewis has an identity crisis.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Mike Vick has an identity crisis.
Yeah.
Amber Rose is an opportunist who has found a sucker, and a sucker is the black community as it pertains right now, because we are not united.
Yep.
And we allow anybody to come in and just be whoever, do whatever they want, say whatever they want, act however they want, say whatever they want. And we don't care. A guy like Lord Jamar says hip hop is black culture, is ours, and people attack him. Amber Rose, of course, she's gonna say she's black, even though these pictures are saying that. And you know what black people will say? If she wants to be black, let her be black. Who are we to judge? Really?
It's not judging. This is science. She's not black.
Who are we to judge that Amber Rose isn't black? Who are you to say that? Who are you?
She is not of African descent.
Yeah, right. You're significant. You can't say that that's something that's obvious, because now saying something, speaking the obvious, is hate.
Yeah, that's like Bruce Lee saying he's Irish, right? Like him identifying with Irish, like, and then judging like the nigga's clearly Japanese, Asian. I don't know if he's Japanese or Chinese, but he's clearly from that continent. He's definitely nowhere near close to Irish. I mean, he may have that something in his bloodline, but his dominant fucking race is Asian, Japanese, Chinese. I'm not sure which one he is. Right?
Stop hating, Charles.
Hey man, we spending too much time in this, bro. What's next, man?
I was getting to the hate aspect of it, really, because on my next comment, on Joe Budden's podcast, him and his boy Maul on the show, they had a discussion, on Joe Budden and whether Joe was a hater. I guess there was a specific incident in which, Maul had his truck or his car or what have you. He got a couple of ladies or whatever, though, and then once they parked or whatever, though, Joe Budden got on the hood, and not on the hood, but in front of the car or whatever, though, and then started, making beats or whatever, though, and then the lady said, you gonna go ahead, you gonna put a dent in the car, whatever, though, and he said, bitch, I don't give a fuck, man, this is my car, and Maul kind of took it as Joe was hating, because it was like shit, what if they thought it was my car or whatever, though? You know what I'm saying, though? And they might have given me some ass off for that, though. And so it was interesting, about the whole conversation, though. And, we spoke about hate in general, I guess, about people feeling like they've been hated on in general. We never really delve into what we think is hate as far as it pertains to you know what I'm saying, you and your boys, and it pertains to, like, girls or whatever, though, or just people in general. Like, you might just be out or whatever, though. Like, so I guess just to kind of ask y'all, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if, you know, personal situations that have happened or just in general, like, what is hating in that aspect as it pertains to being around broads, and how do you decipher the difference? Like, sometimes you can just, some people are just sensitive. Like, you might say, hey, man, where you get the sneakers from? What you mean where I get my sneakers from? Nigga, what you know what I mean? What you worried about that? You trying to rib? You trying to joke? Like, nah, nigga. And so, you know what I'm saying, though, just kind of what are y'all thoughts on that?
You know, it's funny because we talking about this, right? So listen, I'm coming home from work the other day. My son playing outside. Well, my son outside, friends and shit. You know, they chilling. So I pull up. I'm leaving. I see him sitting down. I'm like, you good? He got the face. Like, I know my son's face when he upset about something. I'm like, come here. And I'm like, what's going on? One of his friends, Kareem, like, he making fun of me. You know, and I'm shocked because him and Kareem had a situation before. It's funny. Kareem kicked him. So I said, you got to protect yourself at all times. So Jag protected himself, and Kareem respected him ever since. But long story short, I'm telling him, I noticed there's other girls outside, little girls outside. They playing ball, jump up, and all of that. And I told him, I'm like, you only doing that because there's girls around. He's sticking his chest out. So I had to give him a lesson real quick, like, hey, don't take nothing. Be yourself, and, you know, hey, protect yourself at all times. So he go back out there and do his thing. So it's just like, sometimes hating is when niggas, like, go out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, they go out the way to do some shit to clown you or whatever. Just being disrespectful, period. Like that Joe Budden, I kind of like, I don't know, it could have been Joe Budden's kind of, you know, but it's just like,
it was his.
Yeah, it probably was. It's like, why you gotta do that now? You know what I mean? Like, we chilling. I don't know. It's just, I kind of feel it, but, you know, we can joke and kid around and all of that, but when you go to the extreme of some shit, like, that we normally don't do outside of us, like, come on, man, you put them in the front, it's not you, that's hating. You know what I mean? To me.
Okay. Chuck, what are kind of your thoughts? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, you know, like I said, you know, people say it's hate, you know what I'm saying, though, or whatever, like, if you know, make a joke around a chick, though, and then, you know, sometimes you just might just be having a little joke, someone might get sensitive because it is females around, and then on the other end, someone, you know, I've known people that just quiet as hell, and then all of a sudden the women get around and they going in on everybody. Right. So, you know what I'm saying, what are kind of your personal thoughts on personal situations maybe you've had as well, and then how do you kind of decipher the difference?
I don't know if I want to say the guy's name on the podcast, but remember, I think you know what I'm talking about. We used to hang out with him. We met him through DJ. He had a friend named Corey, and when we used to chill with the girls in Canada, and he was around, there was hate all in the air. Right. So I say that to say this, because I think hate has, like, different levels, different forms. You know, one form of hate may be jealousy. Another form of hate may be a man feeling like less of a man when he's around another man who has a bunch of women around him and none around him.
Preach.
So
I've seen that too many times.
So I think it's a combination of like I said, mainly those two things, whether it's jealousy or you feel less because you don't have what this next person has. And I'm going to go off the cuff and say that if we can manage that, right? Because it's right. I mean, you out and about, right? You chilling with your boys, and they got something that's like, damn, that's a nice car, right? And then, I mean, natural inclination is, especially if you're a driver, is like, oh shit, my car is a piece of shit, right? But I think there's a healthy way that we can. I don't want to say hate, but definitely don't want to say hate, but I think we can turn it into a positive as opposed to a negative, right? So instead of hating, like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying, this dude's doing his thing, instead of trying to stop him from getting his, why not use that as motivation to move you to the next level? Right? If you're around a guy and you see him with a bunch of beautiful women and you're like, damn man, this like what is he doing to attract that that caliber of woman? You have to ask yourself that same question. So instead of trying to knock the other man down, why not use that to lift yourself up? So the situation with Joe, I don't know what the fuck Joe was doing. That shit I don't know because I don't see Joe having a problem getting women. You know what I mean? It's Joe Buttons, right? I mean, yeah, he's a little older, but he's still.
No, he's a dickhead though. He's a dickhead.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I can see him doing that shit.
Yeah, he definitely is. Uncle Joe.
Ding, 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 man. Here we have another lesson to be taught on the bitch ass nigga program. Man, listen, man. If you with your peoples or whatever, though, the sensitivity level of most of your boys or whatever, though. And so okay, I can maybe say these joke around some chicks and he gonna go ahead and be all right in this person, though. So if you see that, you see a weakness and you around some chicks or whatever, though, and you picking on this person or you doing that just to try to impress some bitches, that's lame, dude. That's fucking lame. I mean, honestly, man, dude, there's been times where I've talked with chicks and they've talked about, saying they know this dude or whatever, or they kind of talking to this dude, and I didn't necessarily care for the motherfucker like that. And just off man law, I couldn't dog the motherfucker. I might have been like, look, I don't really fuck with dudes like that. And why? I just don't. And keep it moving, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you try
to dog him like, yeah, he
dog a person just to get some pussy,
I
just don't see how you can feel good about that as a man. Even as a teenager, I just never was like, I'm about to dog this guy out, and not even necessarily for a guarantee, just for the opportunity to maybe. Really? Come on, man. You see it for worthless bitches. At least I could be like, well, damn, you dogged me out, but she is bad as fuck. Even then, I still go use a bitch-ass nigga, though, but at least you decide to be a bitch-ass nigga for that. Well, you see niggas out here just for old junkyard dog in the face looking ass bitches. You be like, wow, really? Really? You did all that for that? Wow, that's tough. So,
I mean, for some niggas, it's a struggle, dog.
Yeah, man. It's speaking of the Joe Budden show, man, it's an everyday struggle. It's crazy out here, man. What motherfuckers are doing.
Some cats be having. I was gonna say some cats be having long droughts, dog. You know what I mean, so.
But no, man, it's not. It's so many out here women in the world. It's like,
yeah,
for that, really. I just don't get it, man. How
breaking the man code?
I just don't get it.
Like that's a man code. Like that's written into our DNA not to do that. So if somebody breaks that, that's like, damn, dog, what happened?
Dude, man code every day, man. Every day it seems like they taking a law out of man code every day out the book, replacing it with replacing it with a new bitch ass rule. Shit, fuck it.
Ugly, man. Ugly.
Yeah.
Oh man, some sucker ass niggas out here, man. They sucker free, man. Like my boy Antoine Brown says, man. They sucker free, man.
Yeah.
See some sucker shit, man. Point that shit out, dude.
Yeah.
Why the niggas be quiet? Like, yo, man, you get bit, man. Fuck all that. See some sucker shit. Call that sucker ass nigga out. That nigga a sucker. Even if it's your man. Like, yeah, that's my man, though. You be doing some sucker ass shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't got the patience. I ain't got the patience to hide from you, man. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Like, you know me, man. Like, I ain't got the patience, bro. I'm a husband. I'm a father, nigga. I got shit. I can't afford extra stress, nigga. So I need all bitch ass. My circle is very small.
I need all bitch ass.
I mean, because it's like, no, I'm saying, like, I feel you. No, that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I had somebody tell a whole church one time I smashed this chick in New York City when we went to the choir, whatever the fuck my parents made me go to it with the church choir and shit. And I get called out. This one, because at the time, I'm with the preachers down at bad shit, man. Like, at the time. And now, all of a sudden, everybody in the church, we had to stop going to the church. They looking at me different. They looking at my family and shit. Like, it was just crazy, son. Like, I'm like, yeah, this bitch ass nigga shit gotta stop, bro. It's whack. I ain't got the patience for it. So, hey, I see you once. It's over.
Yeah.
So people, I get around certain people, I be like, yo, man. I mean, that's your man's or whatever, though. But that nigga, I don't really fuck with him. I recognize it, man. You can recognize, you can see it, man. It ain't hard to sense.
Yeah.
If someone's a bitch ass nigga, it ain't hard to sense, man.
Yeah.
If you just listen for a second, just don't talk for like one and a half minutes. You don't need the full deal, just 1.5. There it goes.
But you know what's crazy? But that's some shit that we do. Like we do, or I should say, don't do. Like we don't bash. Like if somebody say, "How come you don't fuck with dude?" Like I just don't fuck with them. Like there gotta be a reason. Nah, I just don't fuck. I mean, there could be a ton of reasons why, but we ain't gonna sit there and pull that shit out like on the table.
Like I said, if you just a bitch ass nigga, whatever, you did some shit, even around the shit, I'm gonna be like, yo, I don't fuck with him, whatever though. Unless you really did some egregious,
like some crazy, like some outrageous.
Yeah. Right. You know what I mean? Like, you got me jumped or some sucker shit like that, though. But if you was a motherfucker that's just a suck ass nigga, I just don't fuck with
like
that
some grimy shit, like
Right. Not to get some. That's not just to get some pussy. I mean, if I'm in casual conversation and it's brought up, and then you bringing up a situation, I ain't saying it to try to fuck this bitch though and dog him out. I just might just be talking, but just to have that intention in mind, it's just
like, nah.
It's some bitch ass shit, man.
Yeah,
it's some bitch ass shit. I don't know, you guys. Peter, I mean, you guys. I don't know if y'all heard recently. I don't know if y'all want to go into great detail about it though, because I kind of do want to get into the whole LeBron Kyrie situation. But just thinking about the NFL player Jamal Adams, he said recently that if I guess he wouldn't. It would be kind of an honor to him to sort of die on the football field. So I'm just, I'm kind of paraphrasing with that though. But I mean, what are y'all kind of your thoughts on like the whole idea of
he's an idiot
being just being.
I mean, look, man.
So Martellus Bennett came back and said, I'm not a sport, but I ain't dying for this shit. Tight end for the Green Bay Packers. Won a ring with the Patriots last
year.
Yeah. You a young nigga, man.
I mean, I admire I don't know. I mean, I admire the passion, but to say something like that is like, well, you down on the football field and you have kids. Like, how's that shit going to impact your kids? Like, oh, my daddy died on the football field. Okay.
Here's my conspiracy theory about that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get in the conspiracy world.
Yeah.
Why didn't Roger Goodell didn't look uncomfortable when he said it?
Why he said what?
Like Roger Goodell was sitting right next to him when he said it.
You said he didn't look comfortable?
He didn't.
He didn't. I mean, he didn't look uncomfortable. Like it didn't seem like Roger Goodell, like a comment like that. I don't know. It would seem like Roger. Was he? Because obviously the NFL wants to kind of, let's be honest. It's a business, so the idea of the whole CTE thing obviously is a kind of a thing that kind of messes with the business of it. I'm saying people kind of a little more leery, even though you still have plenty of people that want to play football, a little more leery about playing the game. Though you see a lot of athletes retiring early to be healthy, like dude Ninkovich. Is he only like 29, 28?
Well,
he's been in the season for league for 9 years, so probably like 30, 31. Just still young.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of athletes playing long careers, You know what I'm saying, anymore. Matter of fact, a few of the 49ers players retired early. So was that rehearsed? Y'all think maybe this the whole thing for this guy to say that?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like if it leaked out that hey, this whole thing was staged. I wouldn't be surprised to at least one bit because you said it. The NFL is a business, so when people are making statements like that, that's pretty much business stability. When somebody's saying that, like I die in the football field, right? So if you can imagine, you get a million other people that had that mindset. You in business for a while, like you good.
Why
like
is Jamal Adams, who's unknown, sitting next to Roger Goodell in the first place?
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah.
So,
but see, that's the thing, man. People don't think about like people just he just said what he said, but people don't look at like you just said like he out of everybody in NFL, you get this dude to say that. Come on, man. Like people don't question certain shit when it comes on TV, man. They just take it for face value. Like they don't dig deep and trying to figure out okay, well. What was the reason he said that? Why was he particularly on there? Why was he sitting next to Roger Goodell? So I don't know, man. It's I don't know. I mean, we talk about all the time.
Earlier, people don't think.
They don't.
It's all for content, man. Like at the end of the day, like you said, Amir, it's a business. You know what I'm saying? Because after Roger Goodell kind of needed him to say that, but real talk, if a fucking player will die in the field, that would be bad for business just because of the CTE talk and how everybody retiring early. So real shit, he don't want that. But to stir up conversation for him to follow, because did you hear the follow-up where he said, well, most of these, when somebody, I forgot what the interviewer asked, or one of the press people asked, but his response was, well, most these players are more healthier and live longer than you will. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Talking
about, these hybrid athletes and blah. So you need a running like that to cause content, man. We got to keep NFL in their mouths. Ain't no game started yet. It's all business. Just like you said, ain't nothing else to say to that. It's a fucking business. Because why you gonna hire his rookie? Because his rookie gonna say that. Ain't no veteran gonna say that shit. Exactly why you asked why he was up there. Because nobody fucking Richard Sherman ain't gonna say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get some young motherfucker that's young, that's ready, you saw a check in the car for $500,000 while they getting billions. So it's a business, like you said, big fucking business. All I know is one thing, man. Somebody got to sign Cap, dude, because I'm gonna really feel like I know I ain't gonna boycott for. I don't know, miss the game, but it's streaming anyway, so do it really count? I'm watching the Bills games on streaming, but somebody got signed this man, dude. I'm sorry to go on topic, but football comes starting soon. Like, I'm gonna feel guilty watching this shit, but probably still watch it. Like, I need somebody to sign Kapernick, please. But
and the Ravens was talking to him, so we'll see.
They got to pray on it. They didn't have to pray. We signed Ray Lewis after murders and somebody else and. What's the name? Dante Stallworth, the motherfucker that killed somebody driving drunk. They ain't had to pray on that, but they got to pray on the Colin Kaepernick move. Okay, coach. Okay.
Right. It's
living the fucking matrix, man.
Well, just think about that. Like, Vic was.
Yo, Chuck, I'm sorry, dude. Dude, just listen to this. You got Ray Lewis, right, and Michael Vick. Two motherfuckers that broke the law and were convicted of something.
Yeah.
Telling somebody else who never did anything illegal, no record, spending millions of dollars of his own fucking money, like doing good shit. Like he's a good Samaritan. Like you would want this motherfucker to be the face of the NFL for real. Just off the strip of what he's actually fucking doing. But you got two convicted motherfuckers that going on TV telling him what to do to get back in the NFL. That shit just crazy to me. My bad, sir.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to speak on that, on that the very same subject. It was, you talking about Michael Vick and Ray Lewis. These niggas are convicted, in some shit in what they did, and Colin Kaepernick didn't commit any crime, but a crime standing up for something like a cause that's been plaguing the black community for decades, man. Like this dude took a stand for police killing black people. Like, Man, I don't get it. I don't. I really don't, man.
Yo, if he was doing that for breast cancer and wearing pink,
oh yeah,
we
he
would be
would
having this conversation and he would be fucking sorry somewhere, bro.
Yeah, this conversation would not be had. Yep. Yep. It's just sad, man. At the end of the day, man, it really is.
It's used to it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's what it's supposed to be.
It is an everyday struggle, man. Yeah, that's the title of that show says it all, man. It is an everyday struggle.
This is what we gonna deal with. I don't know when black people are finally gonna realize it, but this is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Slave owners. They just took the word slave off of owners.
Yeah.
They put the slave in front of owners.
Yeah.
That's all they've done.
Put sports in front of owners and took slave out.
Yeah.
That's all it is, though. Speaking of two guys that are kind of on the plantation as well that are not getting along, brothers LeBron James, Kyrie Irving. Lord Jesus, the NBA version of Jay-Z and Kanye West.
Right.
Recently, obviously, it's been throughout the news. Kyrie Irving, he wants out of Cleveland. And, some have their opinions on whether they agree with Kyrie Irving, and some have their opinions on whether they agree with LeBron James. The issue, Kyrie Irving says he wants to be have his own team, wants to be his own man. He wants to be tired of playing under the sort of umbrella of LeBron James or LeBron James empire or whatever, what have you. And then, LeBron James is looking like, what I'm saying, I'll treat you like a little brother. I've told people how you be an MVP in this league and whatever, though. And I feel like, I don't feel like you have to go out and, go overboard to thank me or whatever, though, but show some appreciation. I mean, I came back and, you've been to 3 straight finals. Kyrie Irving's looking like it. Well, that's great and all, but I was a big part of that as well, though. And so, just to kind of get y'all thoughts on that, though. Who do y'all kind of side with, though? And what are y'all thoughts on just the whole situation as a whole?
Oh man, I don't side with neither, man. This shit to me, this is all shit because they trying to, they know every year football wins the summer because of the off season, man. Like this is, conspiracy theory shit. Like this is, it's just something that happens talking about the NBA, man. Like, and it's crazy because Kyrie being a part of it all, and this is some bullshit. Where you gonna go, man? Like, coming to Heat though, that'd be dope. That'd be dope, man. But now all of a sudden, you got a problem. You want to be your own man and shit, and this, that, and the third. And I don't know, man. It's too funny to me. It's bullshit. I'm sorry. I can't even fight with you on this one, but everybody like it's silly. This shit is. Come on, bro.
Charles, have you any thoughts on it? Or?
The only thing I can say is, the LeBron has to respect Kyrie for wanting to leave Cleveland. Like, that I don't see why. If he respected him as a friend and as a business partner, he should realize, he's probably doing this as a business move more than anything else. So, that's what LeBron James did, right? So for him to be upset,
LeBron James didn't leave LeBron James, so.
LeBron started all this shit though, man. For real,
Did. He definitely did.
Did he?
Yes, man. 2010, yes, in 2010, when he took the jersey off in 2009 and shit, coming off the Boston Hollywood floor after that game, where he just said, "Fuck it, I'm out anyway. I ain't doing shit." He came nuts, man. Yes, he started that shit.
So wait. So LeBron I really want to get into the whole Kyrie Irving thing, though. But just to ask you, LeBron leaving Cleveland and leaving washed up Shaq and Delonte West and those boys. LeBron leaving that team is what started Kevin Durant. Is what started Kevin Durant and other people from leaving teams that are contenders to go somewhere else. That's what you're saying?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You're saying it's the same?
What I'm saying. You're saying
it's the same as leaving Cleveland.
When he was
there, the same as Kevin Durant leaving Russell Westbrook. Okay.
I'm not.
That's your opinion. I'm with it. I'm just trying to understand how that makes sense.
See what I do with Chuck? You see what I do with, man? I love it, though.
I'm just trying to understand how that makes sense. Because I don't remember LeBron having anybody that was even remotely like Russell Westbrook.
Bro,
I don't see how that's the same.
He did the actual move, man. He took control of where the fuck he wanted to go. He started all this shit, dude. He's how to finagle the game. Like, he started the move. I'm not saying what team he came from, he started the move. If that move didn't happen, if that move didn't happen, these moves wouldn't happen. Period.
Now, I agree. Now, okay, on that angle, I agree with you on that, but it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Would you disagree with me?
It's not the same. That's like LeBron James left public access to go to NBC. And these niggas want to go from fucking ABC to CBS
this
to
dude
NBC.
said public
They just want to go to wherever networks popping. He left public access. His team was public access.
He said public access. Wow.
This nigga's comparing the public access Cleveland Cavaliers to fucking what's the name being on NBC to go to ABC? It's nowhere near the same. It's a bitch-ass version of it. Okay, I'll give you that. It's a bitch-ass version of what LeBron did. Kevin Durant is a bitch-ass version of LeBron James did. He wasn't even on network.
Like Gucci.
The only reason why the Cleveland Cavaliers were on TV is because of him. He sucked. Kevin Durant left, and the Thunder was still relevant.
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to understand what's the same, though. As far as Kyrie Irving goes, well, speaking on the aspect, though, the Cavaliers, though, just all of that, all of our critiques aside, because we go at this we go back and forth all day on that, though. But I just want when is management gonna finally start getting some blame in Cleveland?
Never.
Yeah, never.
How has Dan Gilbert and the general managers and Danny Ferry when he was there, when LeBron was there, and then the other guy Griffin, although I don't put less blame on him though, and this guy, how does he escape the blame? He's amazing. Dan Gilbert is amazing. He has been able to escape the scrutiny.
They have behind the players.
He's able to escape all the scrutiny, dude, and he's the mastermind of all the chaos that is going on. It's kind of like watching like Love and Hip Hop, and then watching all the bullshit that goes on Love and Hip Hop and all these other shows that are on VH1, and then Mona Scott just goes scot free. Sorry, my last name is Scott. Scot free. She can get off scot free, and that's how Dan Gilbert is. I'm going to create chaos, and I'm not going to get any of the blame. You know why? Because I got LeBron. I can put him out there.
Yo. It doesn't gonna matter anyway, man. He's going to the Lakers next year.
Yo, fellas, my bad, yo, really quick, and we can probably talk about this on the next show. But did y'all know that Dan Gilbert is building or has plans to build a jail in Detroit?
Not surprised.
I did not know that. Not surprised.
Oh my goodness! Let me see. It says $520 million offer from billionaire developer Dan Gilbert's Rock Ventures that would build a criminal justice complex near I-75 in Detroit. Oh my goodness! Yo,
yep.
I'm done. I'm
surprised.
That's crazy. Wow.
They just took the word slave off in front of the owners. Just slave owners.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to get off track. That shit.
No.
So, yeah, we definitely should. Yo, next show, dog. Like, definitely, or the show after this, soon, we got to talk about that. The prison industrial complex. Because that yo. I'm going to be quiet. It's the end of the show. We're going to go for another hour, 2 hours.
Dude, that's just crazy now. But it's not surprising.
Crazy.
But yeah, man, all right, man, it's one of those shows, man, you know. We got to talk about the bitch acidness. We got to talk about, you know, what is hate, what isn't hate, and all these other different things, though, and the whole situations, and about, you know, the societal, what's normal and what's not normal, and all these different things, though. But they have to be talked about. Like I said, we cover a wide range of different topics, though, man. I thought that was a great show, fellas.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
So yeah, man. You know,
Anybody?
y'all know what it is. God loves y'all. Barely tolerate y'all though, and go ahead and pass the mic on to y'all boys.
Anything you want to add, Chuck?
No, that's it, man. You know, a great show, fellas, man. You know, a great show. Like I said, I enjoy this time every time, and just kicking it with y'all, and yeah, just looking forward to the next show, man. I really can't wait to talk about this whole Dale Gilbert and him building this. This should just piss me off, man. I'm gonna have to do some meditating tonight because I don't want to go to bed with this shit on my conscience. This should just fuck me up big time. Like, god damn, man.
Yo, man, listen today. That ending was crazy, though. Chuck bringing up the last bit of news that can add another hour to the show, shit. But I know what it is. The Common Sense Experience, Black Podcast is the network, Black Podcaster Network. Catch us on iHeart, catch us on iTunes, catch us on Spreaker. And check us out, man. You know, we're going to keep grinding, keep moving. Anything y'all want to talk about, please hit us up. And Two Fingers means peace. We out.
Sir.